Namaskar. Hello and welcome, hardworking aspirants. Partition of Bengal is a very important topic, and along with this, we will also see Swadeshi movement. And it was the first boycott of British goods in India. And also, there will be this divide between Hindus and Muslim that was intentionally done by the Britishers. So we are going to see all the details of it. With that, we will also give you at the end 5 PYQs, and also guys, we have created this playlist of 30 high yielding topics of history for UPSC CSC that you should not miss. So if yet you have not subscribed, you should subscribe, and also please check all those topics because we believe there will be questions from these topics. But before we go ahead guys, a very quick info: if you're preparing for APPSC Group 1, this is a ranker mentorship, and the best part here is the personal study plan. Yes, now supposing you come from a science background or you come from a commerce background, the study plan should not be the same. So this is one thing, apart from many other points, that you should not miss. So guys, don't waste the time and get into this ranker mentorship. And obviously if you're preparing for UPSC CSE guys, this mentorship batch, you should not be missing because every topper has a mentor and you should too. And in the year 2025, please go to our YouTube channel and check that there are many aspirants who were there in our interview guidance program, even the rank 1, rank 13, rank 15, and many more. So if you want to be successful like them, you should not miss this mentorship batch. Now let's come to the topic, the Bengal partition of 1905, which ended in 1911. Please remember, that's very important. So what happens, that Bengal was divided into two parts, and this was done. Why? Because the viceroy or the governor general, whatever you want to call, he at that time thought that the Bengal is emerging as the hub for the nationalist movement. And he thought that we have to use this divide and rule policy. And because of this, what happened? Lord Curzon, who was there at that time, he decided that he is going to divide Bengal. Now, there were two types of reasons given for the division of Bengal. And what were they? Number one, it was a geographic division. So Eastern Bengal had been neglected and had economically underdeveloped compared to the prosperous Western region. So that was given one reason, that it is a very big area. So that big area cannot be administered so easily. So that is why we are doing a geographic division. Now, but intentionally what it was a religious division, because when you see the East Bengal with its capital at Dhaka, it was Muslim majority. And when you see the West Bengal or the Bengal at that time, it was a Hindu majority. And mind you, even in the Hindu majority, the Hindi speaking people were in majority, the Bengali speaking people were in minority. Now, Bengalis made minority in their own province was also an issue, just to degrade the Bengalis, because Bengalis at that time were trying to uplift the national movement and also enticing the Muslim community. So, in a way, Britishers thought that if we can somehow pursue the Muslims, then this division between Hindus and Muslims can work in our favor. Not to forget, in 1857 revolt, even the Hindu sepoys accepted Bahadur Shah Zafar as their emperor. So it showed us that at that time also there was unity between Hindus and Muslims. Now, in response to the partition of Bengal 1905, there comes Swadeshi movement. Now, Swadeshi movement took effect, the partition took effect on 16th October 1905 precisely. And on August 7, 1905, there was this formal declaration of the Swadeshi movement. So actually, this was the first movement where you have the common man, where you have the school going students, where you have the women, where you have all caste and color and creed colors. And not only it was limited to Bengal, it also went out of Bengal, and there were people protesting against it even outside of Bengal. So why Swadeshi movement started? It was in protest of partition of Bengal. So what were they doing? They were boycotting British goods like Manchester clothes, rebel pool, sword, Then the promotion of indigenous products was being done. That's why it was named Swadeshi. Swadeshi basically means what? Indigenous, okay, which is made in your country, like make in India today, and fostering national pride and demonstrating economic nationalism as a form of resistance to colonial rule. And also there were broader passive resistance, the schools, the colleges were being boycotted, the services being boycotted, the government titles were being boycotted. Who were the key leaders here? Obviously the Lal Bal Pal trio obviously were there only. Then there was a very famous Chidambaram Pillai from Madras, and obviously as I've said you, the trio of Lal Bal Pal. Now the most active participants who were there, the schools and the college students were the most active participant of the movement. Student participation was very visible in Bengal, Pune, Guntur, Madras, and even in Salem, that's in Tamil Nadu. And however, the British police adopted repressive measures resulting in fines, expulsions, even the expulsions, beating, arrest, disqualifications of the government jobs. But still, it continued. Now there was Congress at that time, 1885 Congress was made, and then you have the moderates and the extremists. The moderates approach obviously was PPP. They wanted to do the prayers, they wanted to do the petitions, and they didn't wanted to go out of that. Moderates were a failure if you talk about it, because they were not able to stop this partition of Bengal. Then there comes the extremist approach. Extremists wanted to extend the movement nationwide. Moderates wanted to keep it within Bengal only. The mass protest and direct action is something that the extremists wanted. Moderates wanted that there should not be any direct action. The demand of the Swaraj or the self-rule was immediately, rather than negotiating. The moderates wanted to negotiate on this, and rejecting all form of British economic and political engagement. This is what was the demands of the extremists. Now, because this differentiation between the moderates and the extremists, what will happen in December 1907, when the session of Congress was in Surat, there will be division between the moderates and the Congress, and the Congress will be divided into two parts: moderates and the extremists. What were the causes of the split? Obviously, there was just the ideological differences, where moderates just wanted to believe in the dialogues and the petitions, but the extremists, they actually believe that we now want the immediate Swaraj or the self-rule. And there is this very famous slogan also of Bal Gangadhar Tilak, that freedom is my birthright and I shall have it. And also there was disagreement over the Swadeshi movement. While both factions supported the movement, extremists wanted to extend the boycott of British goods and institutions nationwide, but moderates wanted to keep it within Bengal. Now there was also the leadership tussle that we see, and then the British policies also work in the favor. Now there was this 1905 partition of Bengal, but in 1909 what happened? Please remember, to appease the moderates, there was this division. And also in 1909 Monte-Miller reforms, it for the very first time gave the separate electorates. Now that is also a thing that you should consider, because it was the real seed of the differentiation between the Hindus and the Muslims. Nonetheless, what were the consequences and the aftermath? Now the obviously when there will be division in a party, it will weaken. So that was then there was a British crackdown. The British government immediately launched on the extremist leaders. They imprisoned leaders like Tilak, who was sent to Mandalay jail for 6 years, and then retirement of other leaders like Aurobindo Ghosh from active politics. The other of no, the trio, they also went outside India, and there was this division. So in a way, the extremists were the suppressed. The moderate dominance again started here, because they were supporting the Britishers in a way. And then there will be a reunification in 1916 in Lucknow session, where you will have the efforts of Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant, after which we'll see there will be the start of Home Rule League. Nonetheless, so the forms of protest and mass mobilization, sure, they were boycotting the foreign goods. This is what we see. Also, emergence of voluntary organization like the Swadesh Bandhav Samiti in Barisal were formed to organize mass mobilization efforts and train members in the social service and community work, traditional crafts and skills. So this becomes very important for your prelims. So please remember, these are few of the insignificant points which you don't find commonly, can be asked in the examination. And the forms of resistance is also beyond boycott. Now, the impact on Indian nationalism, if you see, immediate political impact was all factions united against the partition, and also there was a rise of revolutionary terrorism. So, what was this revolutionary terrorism? So, there was radicalization of Bengal youth, and they believed that now we have even to do violence, then we have to do violence to get our own rights. There was also the transformation of the Indian National Congress, as we saw that there was division between the extremists and the moderates, and also the rise of communal politics will also be seen here. Now, because obviously the division of Bengal was done on the basis of Hindu and Muslim, some Muslims even encouraged that division was good, and then there will be the separate electorate. So all of this created this communal politics, and the long term consequences, if you see, it was the foundation for the two nation theory. So ultimately this seed which was uh, sowed by the Britishers, it resulted in two nations, India and Pakistan. Now, also the rise of Muslim League was there, because the Muslim League thought that it's the opportunity for them, and they were the ones who appeased for the separate electorates, and obviously the constitutional concessions were there in the multi-millennial reforms of 1909. As I've said you, it expanded the Indian representations in the legislative councils, but the most important point was it introduced separate electorates for Muslims, and this was the communal division that I was talking about. So the partition resulted in the massive resettlement, as Hindus moved to East Bengal and Muslim moved to West Bengal, leading to considerable social disruption as well. Now, this partition came to an end in the year 1911, because the Britishers somewhere the other thought that they were not able to achieve actually what they wanted to achieve. So because of that, in 1911, when there was this King George V coming to India, there was this Darbar, and at that Darbar it was announced that 1911 the partition of Bengal was unconstitutional, but the capital was shifted to Delhi. So this is something that you should know. Now let's see five questions one by one. Number one, the partition of Bengal made by Lord Curzon in 1905 lasted until the First World War? No, not the First World War. The King George V abrogated Curzon's Act in the Royal Darbar 1911. Yes, this looks to be correct. So guys, you can pause the video here and see the explanation for yourself. Second question, asked in 2016, the Swadeshi and boycott were adopted as methods of struggle for the first time. Obviously, it was during the agitation against the partition of Bengal. Okay, so A looks to be correct here. Again, you can pause the video and see the explanation for yourself. Then the question asks, in the year 2010, what was the immediate cause for the launch of Swadeshi movement? It was partition of Bengal by Lord Curzon in the year 1905. Again, A looks to be correct here. Yeah, you can pause the video and see the explanation. Then the question asks, in 2019, with reference to Swadeshi movement, consider the following statement: contributed to the revival of indigenous artisan crafts and industries. Yes, because they were boycotting the British goods. And the National Council of Education was established as part of Swadeshi movement. Yes, this is also true. So both 1 and 2 should be the correct answer here. Yes, so again, you can pause the video and see the explanation. Let's see the last question. In the context of Indian freedom struggle, 16th October 1905 is well known for which of the following reasons? Swadeshi movement was formally inaugurated, or partition of Bengal took place. Now just try to remember this. Very confusing, because you see, Swadeshi movement was a result of partition of Bengal, and both had to have happened in side by side. But what is the correct answer here? Well, the partition of Bengal took place in that very date. So guys, these were the five questions, the important ones. And if you're preparing for APPSC group 1, remember, every topper has a mentor, and you should too. And here we are trying to give you personal study plan. Supposingly you come from a science background or a commerce background, your study plan should not be the same. That's what everyone does, but we are unique, and we want to make you also unique. And guys, for UPSC CSE, I've already said you that you can go to our YouTube channel and check rank 1, rank 13, rank 15 last year 2025. Many of them have got the interview guidance from us and have cracked the examinations, and so can you. But if you're preparing for any exam, or if you're going tough in life, keep going, because if you are consistent, if you're honest, today or tomorrow, you will be successful. Namaskaram.